welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvette and I am part of the Oh So Inspired collaboration team, which is hosted by Alicia of the Call Me Crafty L channel. Each of the collaboration team members will be creating a project using this month's inspiration piece. Now, this month's inspiration is from Kate of Kate Dignan Cards. Now, I'll be sure to link to this inspiration piece that we are using in the description box below. I'll also have a link to a playlist in the description box so that you can see what the rest of the team has creating using this beautiful inspiration piece. So these are the goodies that I used to make my card following along with this month's inspiration piece. So I brought in my little hole punch here. I also brought in a variety of circle dies. So I have a large group of circle dies. These I think were, We Are Memory Keepers is what they used to be. And these were probably one of the first sets of dies I purchased. So I brought in a bunch of circles. I also brought in this die from Simon Says Stamp. It's an older die and it's the You Matter die. And I used the sentiment. I did not use the shadow. I just used the sentiment. And then I also brought in this die set, the Classic Kicks die set from Spellbinders. And this was the March 2026 large die of the month. And this one, I just used this foliage piece from this die set. And then I also brought in a few of these Color Essentials gems, the Onyx gems from Spellbinders. So let me move this out of my way and show you the card I created. So I stuck really closely to the sketch. I loved that sketch had all these circles in the background. I thought that was just beautiful, so geometrical yet so flowing with the greenery there with the leaves. So I cut out, let's see, I had 5 different size circles. Yeah, 5 different size circles. And I just grabbed scraps of paper from my stash. So I didn't use the exact colors on the card, but I just kind of grabbed some colors that I thought looked pretty together. And I cut off those circles and I kind of followed the way that the inspiration photo looked as far as placing my circles and my leaves. Now, what I did differently, aside from the color choices of my cardstock, is that I added some of those onyx gems here for a little pop of black. And then my sentiment, of course, is different. So here it is. I layered it on top of some holographic, so it has kind of a shadow to it. I didn't want to use a full shadow. I kind of wanted this offset look. So that's what I used there. And then for the smaller dots, see if you could tell, I popped those up on some foam tape, some foam squares to give a little bit more dimension to the card. But I really like the way this came out. I love that inspiration piece so much. And this was super easy to put together. It was a good way to use up scraps of paper in my stash. Here's my scrap bin, friends. So I was able to go through this scrap bin. This is all papers from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. And I grabbed this one because it had that textured paper. And I saw on the inspiration photo that it was textured paper as well. So I chose to use scraps from here. And I was able to use scraps, you know, that maybe were about this size to cut my different circles and my leaves. And that was a great use of my scraps from my scrap bin. Now, I'll be sure to link to anything that is still available in the description box below. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.